MAGA and all the Trump supporters, I would like for you to know and understand that for the month of November and probably December, there will be no SNAP benefits. Okay? There will be no EBT, there will be no food stamp benefits for the month of November. And with that being said, there will also be no Medicaid. And then, I'm also hearing through the grapevine, hearing through the streets is talking, that military healthcare is down right now. And they can't explain why. Medicaid is down right now. And they can't explain why. And, for all the supporters out there, how many of you receive food stamps to feed your children? Next month will be Thanksgiving. They will be out of school for what, a week? Your kids are going to be out of school for a week.
My God.
With no food.
So I'm going to stop her. We got a lot here to mine through. So we're going to stop it for now. But update, no SNAP benefits or Medicaid in November, which is coming in 10, 11 days. And then she kind of condescending was like, yeah, and I heard the military ain't, she was saying that, trying to dig, but since they ain't none of it good. All right. Don't nobody want to see people starve. At the same time, we don't want to keep seeing y'all making bastard kids either. We want to see you got to do something right in life.
And at the very same time, we've been trying to warn y'all as men, and y'all start calling us sassy. So I don't feel bad. We've been trying to tell y'all about this wacky behavior. What you trying to do is get everybody involved. It's like, wait a minute now, it ain't just us food stamp recipients, Medicare, military, all of us gonna suffer. She trying to round up the bed. She want absolute global outrage about it. It ain't gonna happen. And just as of today, I heard the military started back getting paid. So that's not true. Yeah, military got getting paid. At least they did get one check. So no, it's the food stamps.
And like she said, Medicaid. So I'll get you in first, TJ, and I'll get you in, Luther. What you got, TJ?
Look, I can't wait. I always said that if I ever ran for a state office, my platform would be no child support, no food stamps.
I can hear Mr. Gavin saying the price of Gawk just went up.
Okay.
Gavin, just the value of it just went up.
Or down. Yeah, everything's going down.
You know how high my taxes are, man? I want all that crap to go away. You know how high my taxes are? Man, they take enough out of my paycheck, man, to fund another paycheck.
Facts.
You noticed that she had something on the ends of her fingers.
Nothing. Well,
nails.
And then a bull ring looking like a cow.
Oh my gosh. Y'all sisters need to retire that bull nose ring. Like, I'm for real. No, I'm not sorry.
A cross between a sloth and a cow.
And she got the baby laying on her back. They watching cartoons.
Oh Lord.
Like a sloth with the baby on her back, TJ.
Here we go. I'm gonna let her keep going.
You're gonna have a Thanksgiving with no food. How's that? And then all of the supporters who were in the military and were serving this big, beautiful country that you love, you won't be getting any health care next month. Oh, you probably are getting it now. I forgot. It's they don't know what's wrong with it, and they can't explain what's wrong with it, and they're not giving an update on when it'll be back up. So there's that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Me, on the other hand, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it because you know what? The way God covers me, baby, we covered in the blood around these parts.
Really?
So I believe not one of my children will be hungry. I believe not one of my children will be sick with any ailments, and they won't need to go to any doctors or anything like that.
Holy hell. So they out here just making bastard kids. Then she want to bring God into it. Huh?
Matthew chapter 2 and verse 12.
I suffer
not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man.
There's any women preachers here? Sit down.
That's right.
Well, I know what God told me. You a lie.
You're lying.
God ain't never told a woman to do something that contradicts that Bible.
That's right.
Never.
That's right.
To all my women preachers that are watching around.
Yeah.
Never told you to throw that kudakata around. God ain't never.
He didn't. He told y'all protect your quiver. Shout out to Pastor Gino. Protect your quiver. Y'all sisters out there with your loose quiver, your quiver all loose and just flopping in the wind. Shout out to the brother Stephen James in the Patreon. He asked me, what book, what Bible do I read? I said, I don't read the Bible. And he said, I get passionate when it comes to religion. And I do, because I'm extremely serious about my salvation and my soul. And I get triggered whenever folks downplay the sacrifice of Jesus. Oh, I'm covered in the blood. Shut your lying mouth up. No, you're not. Your life would reflect it. You are not blasphemous. It annoys me. It does. I do get triggered. But
Mr. Walker, they do that because it's a conversation stopper. It stops. It's like the big joke or the big Trump card. That's what that is when they do that.
I haven't seen anything yet, and I'm not on as much as I used to be about this affecting men. What is it only taking it away from women?
Well, there we go, brother.
No. I would say the bottom, maybe 8%, the bottom percent of men that's attached to these women.
Like Jay Prince. Shout out to Jay Prince.
Dang.
Good question, though. It is, huh? What's going on with Kundra? All the Kundra contestants say they making 100K. The chat love point that out. But no, it is only the sisters up here complaining. Good point, Luther. Good data.
And we about to find that out. Hit the like button.
I believe that there will be no shortage of food at my house. And then, get this. While we supposed to be over here starving and can't get no motherfucking health care, he just sent Argentina $20 billion. $20 billion with a B. But we won't be able to go to the grocery store to get a pack of chicken. Won't be able to get a turkey for Thanksgiving. Yeah. Just want to make sure y'all.
That's not for everybody. So quit projecting. Like, obviously, people are fortunate, right? It's fortunate to be able to go to the store and buy a turkey, but don't sit here and act like people are going to starve because no EBT. When we know everybody don't get it, y'all sit here and say it. How many people get EBT? Anybody on the panel going to buy turkeys for Thanksgiving?
That's not even 30 days from now. Why do they think that it's just going to effectively just empty the refrigerators out and all of a sudden there's no access to food? This is October the 20th. That's less than a month away. Have we been just a little bit over dramatic?
No, Brother Luther, no, they are not. No, because their refrigerators are empty. Yeah, Brother Luther, towards the end of the month, they go through all of their food resources. There's
I was gonna say the card is reloaded on, I want to say the 4th. The 4th of every month that card get reloaded with whatever you get, 800, 300. So right now they're saying it's not going to be reloaded on November 4th. Hence, no food for the month. It's rough.
So yeah, Brother Luther. So they are already aching and begging for that money on the 4th, and it ain't coming. So they having a hard time making it to the 4th, let alone through the next month. And this is another reason why I'm triggered, fellas. And I caught maybe a little jealousy, but when me and Mr. X was poor kids, we knew we was poor, meaning holidays missed us. Shout out to Biggie. Y'all don't remember when Christmas missed us? Y'all ain't never wake up on Christmas and ain't nothing in the house. Y'all ain't never wake up for Thanksgiving and was wondering what you was eating until the next day came and you realized it was nothing. So I'm like, this is what poor is supposed to look like. You go without. Lord knows we did. I don't know. Shoot, done went hungry many, 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 many years.
I have the same response that I think Mr. Gavin X would have. And I this is the example here. I got $40. $40. 60 if you're nasty.
60.
That's my response. That's all I'm gonna say. That's it. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, you meant that, Luther. You took your glass. You had to make sure we felt you on that. He said,
glass.
Okay. Hold on. Here we go. I got $40. So that's a.
Look, y'all laughing, stop, man. We in cold yellow, sisters. At best, y'all get proposition by brother. Hey,
come on, Gabby.
Look,
here now.
In November, the Leon Kings of the world, the brothers, for have a huge come up Because a lot of brothers got $40.
Well, we here. The prophesizing is done. We're here. Look at that 40, 60 if you're nasty. It's not a joke no more. It's real life.
Samuel say winter is coming. We're here.
Yeah. Burr.
And here's the deal. They're going to be out here tricking. And then a lot of these states done overturn Roe and Wade. So they can't go to the chop shop. So it's going to be, you see, this ain't a good recipe.
Mo bastard kids, Mo trick baby. Shout out to all of my fellow trick babies out there. That's what a lot of us are. We trick babies.
Yep.
Yeah, we one night stand. There's one step from a dumpster baby.
Yep. So here we are.
Y'all had knew what was going on. Oh, and then another thing, mind you, he just sent Argentina that $20 billion, but we just sent them money in April to help the Argentinian, I don't know if that's the right word, but the Argentinian coins are going under. But, and mind you, first of all, Argentina owe us so much fucking money. We're always bailing their ass out. At this point, Argentina just need to move over here. Move the fuck over here. What the fuck?
This is amazing. Before we keep going, how they so political all of a sudden. Finish the equation. America ain't giving nobody anything without receiving something in return. Ain't nobody bullying America like that. So you don't know what the deal is. They ain't just working over something. Trust me, it's something backdoor going on that you don't know about because you bonquisha. You ain't privy to top secret information.
Who is us? If she receiving tax money, that means she's not giving. So who is us? She said she owed us.
Useless eaters.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So due to the government shutdown, there will be no SNAP benefits dispersed for November of 2025. And I feel like y'all need to feel this because y'all put those people in position to do this to y'all. Y'all voted for them. Y'all went out thinking that, this man was going to give y'all something. Guess what? They cannot say it's the Democrats or the liberals because guess what? The Republicans own every single part of the government. I'm talking about the Senate, the House, the presidency, and they own the Supreme Court. And it's always going to be about politics. The Democrats aren't doing this. No, y'all asked for this because y'all thought y'all was going to get a stimulus check and some free money. It's never going to be free. It's always going to be at the cost of the taxpayers' dollars. And they're going to say, it's going to affect the brown and blacks. No, it affects the Caucasity because guess who are on more government benefits than any other ethnicity? The Caucasities people are. And I feel like y'all need to feel that because y'all went and did this. Because guess what? The rich is getting richer and the poor is getting poor. And it is what it is. But y'all know what to do. Get in the comments. Let's go.
And here we go. So I was saying this last night when we were covering this.
Fuck.
So due to the government shutdown, there will be no SNAP benefits dispersed for November of 2025. And I feel like y'all need to feel this because y'all put those people in position to do this to y'all. Y'all voted for them. Y'all went out thinking that, this man was going to give y'all something. Guess what? They cannot say it's the Democrats or the liberals because guess what? The Republicans own every single part of the government. I'm talking about the Senate, the House, the presidency, and they own the Supreme Court. And it's always going to be about politics. The Democrats aren't doing this. No, y'all asked for this because y'all thought y'all was going to get a stimulus check and some free money. It's never going to be free. It's always going to be at the cost of the taxpayers' dollars. And they're going to say, it's going to affect the brown and blacks. No, it affects the Caucasity because guess who are on more government benefits than any other ethnicity? The Caucasities people are. And I feel like y'all need to feel that because y'all went and did this. Because guess what? The rich is getting richer and the poor is getting poor. And it is what it is. But y'all know what to do. Get in the comments. Let's go.
And here we go. So I was saying this last night when we were covering this. They claim this is going into effect November 1st. And right now we know the government is shut down and they're trying to come to terms on things. And I didn't say that this was a bluff. I just said this was a move on the board. And it's only a bluff if November 1st come and the deal is not made and food stamps are issued, then it was a bluff. But right now, I think he's trying to get the deal made and force their hand to do whatever they want. And because somebody's going to have to get blamed if this money ain't issued. So they're going to say, we're going to blame y'all. And then we're going to blame y'all. But I think at the last minute, they may sign something. We don't know.
Yeah.
Y'all think T-Money gonna get bluffed with this? If this dude said we're not gonna issue food stamps, that's what he mean.
Well, unless the government is still shut down, that's the term.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So unless the Democrats do bend to their will, then we're gonna find out.
Yeah. So like, okay, so yeah, the orange man definitely I don't think is bluffing, but I do believe the Democrats they're going to mend this before it's too late because we said during last night's show and Bonquisha, confirmed it. They already thinking about violence and looting and Putin. They already read, they primed it like, go ahead. Don't let that money be on them cars come the 4th. We looting and Putin. So
T-Money was just talking today about, the Insurrection Act. He's talking about he about to, enact it. So
well, we know that change doesn't happen unless it affects money. So how much is that going to affect the cereal companies and all the food? If that money how much buying cereal and pizza puffs and Pop-Tarts, that's millions, billions of dollars that they're not going to get from the government if they don't give that money to her. So I think that'll make a different change than her complaining.
Yeah, 100%. There you go. Yes. Okay, I like that because I was saying that I believe that the masses and potential and probable violence in the streets could bring about some agreement, but I'm gonna go with you, brother Luther. Yeah, they ain't worried about that. They say, you know what? But if Post and General Mills start calling like, "Hey, we missed out on profits," then yes, sir. Yeah,
because
right.
You notice that they didn't like with the farmers. It didn't affect until the farmers didn't care who was getting snatched up until somebody wasn't snatching the vegetables out the fields. Then it was like, oh, wait a minute, maybe some of them can stay. So when it affects money, as we all know, then so when it affects Post and all the companies, Mills, then they'll say, but listening to her,
right. You right. Yeah, they got no power. Gotta be influenced by the money. That is the American way. Sorry, not sorry. It's just what it is.
Nothing. I agree. I agree with Luther on this one. But this has been coming for. No one should be surprised because it's been a slow burn for about 20 years of stuff coming this way because folk are getting tired of having to pay your taxes go up every year. Your money that you bring home, people are getting tired of seeing less and less of their paycheck. Getting tired of it.
Now I'm going back. I don't think it's.
And then Bonquisha is low-hanging fruit.
This is a reset. They gonna get everybody. Mr. X pointed this out. They're gonna get everybody off because it got wild. Like being on government assistance became a lifestyle. You could be on government assistance and Section 8, your mama pass it down to you and you pass away with it. That people live these existences out on government assistance their whole life. The movie Precious, they made a movie about it. Go get on the welfare. She told her daughter. It's a real thing. So they're about to restructure it, but the suffering is going to happen. Let
me tell you what my grandmother tried to do. Speaking of that, I found out when I was 17 and a half that my grandmother was getting a Social Security check for me when I was 17 and a half. The reason why I found out is because she had to take me to the Social Security office because they wanted to see me because 6 months from then, the money was going to come directly to me.
What? Yo.
So hold on. So when I went to when I went there and I found out about all of this money she was getting, first of all, I got instantly angry because of the dynamics that was going on in the home. Not only was I working and having half of my money taken and given away to her son because she couldn't afford to give him an allowance too, but you're getting money from me and still giving it to other people. No. So when I went to the Social Security Board, I was a senior in high school. I told them I didn't want it. I said, I'm going to college. I don't want this.
Your mom was getting Social Security off
my grandmother, yeah.
Grandma.
And then guess what she did? When I told them that I did not want it at the age of 18, guess what she did at the age of when I turned 18 in the month?
Disowned you.
Huh? She threw me out. She threw me out.
Naturally. Yeah, I know. Disowned you. You ain't worth the dang. You ain't falling under the gynocracy. But don't nobody care, TJ. Don't know. That's I hate that, brother.
And guess whose payroll she's on now at her ripe old age of 83?
Yours.
Mine. the woman that threw me out because I didn't want, because let me tell you something. Had I decided at 18 to stay on the government's arm and I was able-bodied at her 83rd year, I wouldn't have had a payroll to put her to put her on to be able to make sure that she's in these years comfortable. She can still drive. She's driving a Cadillac because I bought it. She's in a comfortable 2-bedroom because I bought it. She gets food every month because I pay for it. Had I had I succumbed to Big Mama Queen Mother's rule and kept that check, she would be in the world of hurt right now. She might be in the grave right now for all we know.
Did you at least get an apology from her?
Apology?
Big on apologies, man.
No, Mr. Walker. No. Guess what she does now when she brings up, because she still talks about that story.
Okay.
She uses it as a story about my greatness, about what kind of man I am now. He was already a great man. He was already free thinking and motivated, even when he was 17. The way she tells the story is like, I marched in there. I didn't want it because I didn't want to work, and I'm proud of him. That's how she tells the story now. I love it.
Hold up. So not that she used you. You were like a martyr. You were just so honorable, huh?
Yes. Mr. Walker, she tells this story as if like to brag about just how great of a man I am now. I was a great man back then because I was going to take on the world and I didn't want the government. But she forgets she threw me out when I was a senior in high school because I wouldn't stay up under the government's thumb.
I'm like, tell that part, Gam. Tell that part when you kick me out. All this greatness. Now I need to listen here.
She tell that Mr. Walker, if you met her today, she would tell you that story today. And I just sit there and look at her now because I'm just like, what are you gonna say? She 83. What are you gonna?
It's true. I see the burden of a man yet again.
I'm not upset because guess what? It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect a lot of people that are around me, but it is going to affect kids who are hungry. They're talking about the food banks are open. People are going to be starving in the richest country in the world. And y'all talking about, oh, it's somebody else's fault. No, it's y'all fault because y'all put them people in position. Y'all know what to do. Get in the comments. Let's go. But yeah, they say the food bank's open. That's what they said today in a meeting. The food banks are open.
So they just announced that if the government continues to be shut down, people will not get their food stamps in November. Millions of children, disabled, elderly, people who just happen to be laid off because this economy is trash and Trump's tariffs are ruining everything and small businesses are going under and they can't keep their employees, so people are losing their jobs. Those people will not be getting food in November. And Republicans are trying to blame Democrats by saying, oh, well, Democrats keep voting to keep the government shut down. No. Democrats are voting so millions of people don't lose their health insurance. So millions of people don't have to pay higher premiums. They're voting to reverse the Medicaid cuts that Republicans put in place. That's what they're voting for.
So here we are, man. Hell! It's a political gridlock. And y'all know we are pretty much political atheists. All right, we learn more as the days go on. But you know, the net of it is they are fighting over the whole Obamacare deal. And, you know, the Republicans want to change it up and they want to keep it the same. And they say, all right, well, if you don't change it up, stuff like this is happening. No EBT, no this, no that. I'm going to start affecting your demographic the most. So it's a lot going on.
There's so many things I'm looking back now. This sister talking about folks in the richest country is starving. Folks been starving in the United States, and I feel like there's been signs. She said the food pantries are open, the soup kitchens are open. This has been going on. I know where we stay outside of Lowe's. I remember one time going to Lowe's on the weekend, and there was just a line of cars, and I ended up talking to one of the associates there, and they said that was for a food pantry. Like, I believe like they have been priming us up for this. And here's the thing, like to also be transparent, like there's a big old line outside of Lowe's and it's like a perimeter. Like, what's going on? It's like a car gathering. No, it was folks waiting for food to be handed to them out of a truck. And guess what? Here's the thing. None of them share my complexion. So just some more data on not one. Probably out of pride, ego, and maybe not knowing these resources were available. That's one thing we face too. But just a take on that. But
I be seeing it. I was gonna say I see it with shout out to JP. He be going live when he goes into the food pantry. He does it live. He'll walk in there, and it don't really be too many black folks. It be older white folks, like elderly and maybe like older military people but it don't be a lot of black folk. You don't see Bonquisha in there trying to get food.
See, and here we go. Listen, I believe they have already had systems in place. They like, y'all should have been using them. Y'all worry about these food stamps, and they gonna have an excuse. I believe they're gonna say we've been having these food pantries open and parking lots. Y'all weren't utilized. You better get with it now. That's kind of scary. But welcome in, Brother George.
Yeah, I'm tired of Bonquisha eating crab boils and steak and scampi. I'm jealous, personally. So thank the Lord for that.
Well, here's the question: what's going to be the fallout from it? Are we prepared for the fallout?
I don't know about y'all. I'm in North Carolina, so it's open carry out here. I'm ready. Are y'all ready? Is the question.
George,
I got dark. Fallout instantly mean
the purge.
The purge.
You know the thing that's sad about it that they keep saying, Mr. Walker, is every time, and again, like I said before, and you might not have been here, Brother George, I said, you notice it's not the men that are doing this, but the people, the women keep bringing up the children first, as if, so it's not going to affect them. Their nails are still done. They're still going to get, so many children are not going to eat. And the kids, why are you playing the sympathy role right away? Why are you putting it on the children?
That's a usual tactic. The child shield, Brother Luther. The child shield is applicable whenever you get pulled over by law enforcement, whenever they try to take your food stamps, whenever you're trying to get evicted. Child shield, Luther. Yeah, that's par for the course.
I was gonna say this. I'll get you back in, Luther, but they can sort of drop off food. The problem is what we eat. We are conditioned to eat whatever we like, Chick-fil-A and Waffle House or whatever. So when they start dropping off beans and rice and sardines and Spam, Bonquisha and her kids don't eat that. So they need, lobsters and whatever they eat. Just saying.
And that's insane. That's so true. And that's why I mock them, because I got sardines in my pantry, saltine crackers. Like, they too good. I forget who said it, but poor people, want comfort. They don't care what it costs, because half the time they ain't paying the cost. They just want to be comfortable, even if it's at their detriment. So they need these comfort foods to try to maintain some degree of sanity. But yeah, it's nasty.
It just amazes me that the excuses and the buck is always passed, as opposed to, you know what? I'm sorry, Mr. 40 hours a week. Truck driver, come on home. I need you now. How long will that take before Mr. 40 hours a week becomes the champ again? How long? 2 months? 3 months?
You know what? We talked about this too. I think, Bonquisha waiting too long. Like, you want to go to Mr. 40 hours when he sees value in you. Now, he might not see little to no value. Like you said, $40.60 if you nasty, nah. See what I mean?
I'm in the bind, Mr. Gavin. I'm in the bind.
Yes. Yeah.
Polygamy about to be real.
Because
sure.
Republicans rather help their corporate buddies in healthcare by trying to get everybody to pay higher premiums instead of provide affordable healthcare to millions of people across the country, which is their job. That's why the government is shut down. And they're willing to make millions of people starve to get it done. So if the government continues to be shut down, nobody's getting food stamps in November. Thank a Trump supporter near you.
And that's, like you say, I think there's bigger fish to fry, right? Shout out to all the people that are furloughed and not getting paid and actually work for a living and got families to raise. You are talking about the people who are on the tit. All right, respectfully, I told y'all this last night. We are not talking about disabled people, military veterans. We ain't talking about any of that. The people that obviously need it. We are talking about able-bodied people. So y'all can work. There are people that can't go to work because the government is shut down. Y'all talk about we can't receive benefits because it's shut down. Do you understand how insulting that is?
That part. Go to work. We displayed it last night during the show. Bonquisha don't want to work. Nug don't want to work. This new generation thinks it's not cool, it's not hip or happening to get a 9 to 5. It does suck. but you got to do what you got to do, and they're gonna find out the hard way or not. I don't know. I don't have much faith in people like her that talk like this, because they're not about to get up and go clock in at McDonald's and develop some customer service skills and bite their tongue to get by. We show it. They crashing out. They beating up the customers. It's over for a lot of these folks.
And her options is not, as being a fairly decent looking lady, she's not exercising all her options. And like the Godfather said, and I think another creator said, your superpower is your femininity. You have a weapon right there, something to use, but you refuse to do it. You have it. Femininity. Simple as that.
It's gone. For a lot of them, it's gone, Brother Luther. They didn't relinquish their femininity.
And I would say it's the burden of a man. I'll get you in, George, but I don't need my wife coming in the room talking about we ain't getting food stamps next month. All right, that's my burden. You see what I'm saying? Seriously, ladies, go get you a man.
Yo, that part. You see that? That's the beauty of it. And that's why I always say I feel for y'all sisters, because a lot of y'all have not encountered real men, so y'all don't know what that's about. You know, y'all don't know what it's like. Hey, that's on you, Ninja. You worry about the car, you worry about the house maintenance, you worried about our overall financial situation. That's on you. That's
and just to touch back on what we were talking about before, I lost a lot of stuff. Nobody feels sorry for me where I'm at now. Nobody. I still had to go to work. I still had to provide. And I still, right now, and all that I've gone through, no one is knocking on the, hey, let me give you this. Do you need that? Are you okay? You know, but no one is feeling sorry for me. No one's putting gas in my tank. Get your A to work. I don't care if it's at night. Let's go. Because the minute I don't provide, I will be that deadbeat. There's no excuses. There's no sympathy. Mr. Walker would not, there's no excuses for us. Not a dime. Exactly. Let's go.
Man, I want to ask, are we comfortable with the level of qualifications that people who get SNAP benefits need, like the base level of qualifications that people have to meet to get SNAP benefits? Are we all comfortable with that?
No, we're not comfortable with the fact that some folks don't have to work. Like,
well, are you talking about the new requirements or the old requirements?
I'm talking about the old one, because they've been around forever.
Yeah. Yeah, the old ones,
I was comfortable when I was receiving stamps, but not when I'm not receiving them.
Hey, I was an E5 in the Navy, and I qualified for benefits for milk and for formula.
But you were working.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I got food stamps when I was in college, my freshman year, first semester. But I had to have a job. I worked in receiving. I was a student athlete and also working a job to get food stamps. So that's why I don't feel sorry for none of these fools, man. Like that was tough. I had no downtime. And I remember they cut me off. I was eating good, boy. I gained like 20 pounds. But my second semester, I gained 1 extra hour trying to be Mr. Ambitious, and they cut me off. I went to the office and I said, hey, try to renew it. They said, technically we can't, because I told the truth on my application. They said, you work 1 hour more a week, you are cut off. Should have been making a way, should have been saving up for a rainy day, and it's raining like a mother sucker.
And all I know is when Bonquisha got to do a fire sale and she started selling Nug J's and PS5s and couches, call me.
You go buy it.
That's messed up.
You go buy it.
With food stamps already being taken away, a Walmart already got fucking raided. And this is not going to be the first. I don't know what the fuck the government was thinking by taking away the EDT fucking food stamps, especially right.
For what?
7 streams?
To what? To build Rome in a day? Like, you need to let that go, buddy.
I was like, how do you even accumulate 7? That's a full-time job, getting 7 streams. That's, alone without having the jobs. Come on, man. It's all, and we all hear the Kendra contestants. They all got multiple jobs. Kendra, I do this, and I'm a bus driver. No, you're a bus driver who tries to supplement your income with
3 hobbies.
Baby D, huh?
Yeah, all this other stuff, man.
And I'm not mad at these sisters, Brother Jay, that doing hair and doing nails on the side and making some money, and also getting food stamps. Just don't start complaining when the food stamps get cut and you've been working the system like that. Continue to work the system, but don't be mad now. You should have been making a way. You should have been saving up for a rainy day, and it's raining like a mother sucker.
And all I know is when Bonquisha got to do a fire sale and she started selling Nug Nug J's and PS5s and couches, call me.
You go buy it.
That's messed up.
You go buy it.